There you go. Now you got the bar or what?
Yo!
What's going on, guys? Donnie Bikes back with another video. Today we're doing a bike build. Picked up a new Rixin frame and some Odyssey parts. We're gonna build everything. Zach, the homie, is gonna help us get this all set up, make sure everything's set up properly. We're gonna explain a little bit of geometry and some things about the bike and the build, and yeah, give you guys the before and after of it. So I'm stoked.
Me too.
Yeah, man. All right, catch up with you guys in a bit. So I am using some parts from my previous build. Nothing crazy, just the wheels and the forks and the headset cap. But we are going to get the old bike disassembled, take off some of those old parts, and then we will lay everything out new of what we're gonna add on to the new build, and then get right into it. This is the setup. We have 4 Odyssey graduate pegs. We're using the old cores, but brand new sleeves in a 475 length. We have the Rixin adjustable seat clamp and the Odyssey headset up top with a Shadow Sabrosa chain, Supreme link, and an Odyssey R15 fork. We got some fresh brand new FTL bike lights, shout out Billy Perry. The Tommy Dugan pedals, brand new grandstand pedals. The Odyssey Brock Rayford corduroy seat with a matching brand new seat post. We have a fresh bottom bracket because you know you have to keep everything fresh in a new build. And then moving over to the bottom hardware, we have the FTL Tokyo NYC Alive Industry sprocket, super sick engraving to match it up with some Odyssey caliber cranks in a 160mm length for that short street response. And then moving down to the bars, we also have some Odyssey highway bars in a size 9.5 rise, and then the Odyssey Nord stem that runs pretty tight, about a 48mm length and reach on a, I believe, a 31mm height. And then pairing that up with our continued wheels, the Odyssey Stage 2 laced to a Stage 2 hub with some G-Sport guards on some new Path Pro treads, 2.4 on the diameter for the tire, and we're running a clutch V2 with the continued use of my metal hub guards because these last forever and are super durable. This is going to be like the only offset pieces, that chrome polished hub, and that's pretty much the whole getup of the bike. And then we have the beautiful raw Billy Perry Rixin frame, 21-inch top tube length, 12.8 back end for that street style response. A little bit bigger than what I was riding initially, but super stoked on the geometry on this. I'm very hyped to build this up and get this going, guys. So we will tune back in and get some shots of us assembling this beast, and then go over it when it's all said and done. All right, cool.
Shaboy.
Yo, get out of here. Get out of here. That one's good.
Perfect.
Oh, see.
Little update though, we got the grips on. Looking fresh. Gotta know how to work the hose. Gotta get back to it. The old whack-a-mole. So we're gonna put some grease in all the holes here. Essential. Up in the top tube here. Well, the head tube, my bad. Top and bottom. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Always put it in the seat tube, or else it'll get stuck in there. You don't want your seat getting stuck in there. And last but not least, bottom bracket.
Boom. Lush. Alright, so we're back. Just laced up the sprocket and the crank arms. Working on getting the R15s all set up, bearings freshly greased, and then still got the pedals, chain, seat, and the extra little goodies of pegs and whatnot, and the bars. But this is actually coming along so far. It's looking pretty good. It's pretty nuts. I'm very excited for this. Forks and stem are on, threading up the bars right now. Got to make sure that you create an X pattern when you tighten your bolts. That way it creates equal tension on the knurlings of the bar, so that way the bar does not strip.
Always got to grease the bolts, or else they ain't gonna stay.
Yep, and you always have to make sure that your stem bolts are greased up before you thread them in. And then also, with geometry on the bike, keeping the bars level with the fork is very traditional and important to riding style. You do not necessarily need to keep your bars level with the fork, but some people like to ride their bars more forward, like a Chicago style, backwards more. But that's as a street style. This is more of what we would take as an approach to setting your bars up correctly when she is all said and done.
Alright, did you cover it?
Alright guys, this is the finished product. We have the Billy Perry Big Apple frame in a 21-inch raw colorway, laced up with all black Odyssey parts. So if you go through the whole frame, you have a 48mm rise, 31mm reach Odyssey Nord stem for your Matt Nordstrom, Tommy Dugan pedals, 8.5 highway bars, 160mm cranks, caliber V2s, 4 Odyssey graduate pegs that are just fresh sleeves. Got some 2.4 Odyssey Path Pro tires for that all-around type of riding. The R15s for that steep street style, spins and quick techie tricks. Clutch V2 for that free coaster action. And that fresh FTO Alive Industry collab on the sprocket. Oh, and we couldn't even forget the best part, the fresh corduroy. This is the Brock Rayford fat corduroy seat in black. Personally love it. I'm a huge corduroy fan, so this was a sick little addition to the bike, adds some texture to it. And yeah, I am very stoked. Thank you to Zach for helping me on this build. Super stoked. Feels pretty good on the weight. Bars flick like a dream. And it's a little cold out right now. It's 25 out. I'm gonna try and maybe get some clips outside real quick, just some light flat jibs. But I will be making a follow-up to this, doing a bike view video at a skate park or some street spots to give you guys some in the field action of this. But thank you to everybody that supported this build. Thank you to Suffolk Pro Cycles for hooking it up on all the Odyssey parts, and thank you to Billy Perry and FTL BMX for hooking it up on the frame and the accessories. Super stoked on how this build came out, and I'm very excited to break this thing in.
There it is.
Gotta hit a 3. Oh. Feels pretty good. Definitely tight.
What's the first thoughts?
Gotta trim the bars possibly, but ride's good. Definitely excited to get some grinds on this and see how it feels on ledges and rails, but the standover feels really comfortable. Obviously I have like the hat and stuff on my face, so the 3 felt a little weird, but definitely got a break in the chain too. It's a little tight, but the pedal feel nice. Like I said, that Tom Dugan grandstand pedal gives a lot more surface for my foot, a little bit more arch support. And then in terms of the actual geometry, the tubing, like the top tube is a great size. That 21 really is nice. It is really cold, so I'm only gonna try and do a couple more things, but it is a good feel. Let's try backlash and see how that works.
First tee. Need a dial check. If your bike don't sound like this, it's not built right. Do it again. Mint. If your bike don't sound like that, it's not built right. Tap in for that.
That's a good. All right, Zach's gonna take this thing for a test ride. Throwing the 80 as the switch way on that thing.
Feels pretty good, ain't gonna lie.
Feels pretty good, man. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, man, that's a pretty dialed bike right there.
Double B's.
Woo!
Now I just gotta hop.
Nice, yeah, nice. Gotta hop, dude. And this is it, guys. The full Odyssey Rixin build. Thing looks crazy good. Like I said, only hitting a couple chibs. It is like 20 something degrees outside, so freezing out here, but
I can't feel anything.
such a sick build. Looks so good in person. Feels great to ride. The geometry is so dialed in. perfect for anybody that's around that like 5'10" to 6 foot range. Definitely. I'm about 5'10", 11. He's about 6 foot, 6'1". That's a perfect size for this frame. Like I said, if you need that room for bar spins or just spins in general, 21 top tube is the way to go. Definitely a good bike, bro. Phew.